Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Jerome Rubio here from the GenX Experiment, and I want to go through something that's been like eating at me for a while. I've heard it through the years, and I just heard it again today. I was in a store, and I was like, somebody was talking to me, and they were like, "Oh, you're Gen X?" And I said, "Yeah." And they go, "How come Gen X doesn't give a shit about anything? How come they don't care about anything?" And I'm like, "Huh? What is it? What do you mean?" And they go, "Well, Gen X doesn't care about it. They go, don't worry about it. Nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it." And I want to give you guys kind of an explanation of why this happens. Okay. So when I was growing up I was born in the late 60s, grew up through the 70s and 80s. Okay. There was always something going to happen. If it wasn't a war that was breaking out, and then scare things, and then there was diseases that were gonna destroy the world, and then global warming and global freezing, and it was like nonstop. But let's get into it, okay? So the wars, okay? There was always some kind of war breaking out through my whole generation when I was growing up, and it was always gonna take us to nuclear war, nuclear destruction, apocalyptic world. We had an apocalypse gonna happen on the horizon, like all the time. Okay, that's number one. Number two, there was always some kind of disease that was gonna wipe out the world, some kind of new disease that was just gonna destroy everything. And we were just like, okay, what's going on, and what's happening? And it freaked us out as well. The wars, the disease freaked us out. And then there was like global warming, like I mentioned, global warming. That we were burning up our ozone layer, and we were all gonna either burn up with the ozone being destroyed. We were destroying it all the time. We're gonna burn up from the ozone burning, or we were gonna get skin cancer and die from skin cancer. So we're putting on all kinds of SPF, sun lotion, and protecting ourselves all the time. And it was just like, it was insane what was happening, just totally insane. And then there was global freezing. We were all gonna freeze to death because, again, we screwed up the ozone layer, and we were gonna all freeze to death. Then back to global warming, then more diseases, then some more wars. We grew thick skin. We were like, when it didn't happen, and then of course you got the Y2K. The world was gonna end with the Y2K, So there was always some kind of disaster gonna happen, And I'm gonna tell you right now, from the 60s to the 80s, we had a really good training session happening all the time as well. Let's get into that. Movies like Mad Max and the Mad Max series, okay? Then you had Terminator and the Terminator series. Then you had the Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead and all those. And we were learning and being taught how we were gonna survive all the time with movies. It was always happening with movies. It was like we had all the training, so we knew how to survive. So even if something did happen, we were well versed and well trained from the movies that we were getting. They were always teaching us how to survive. Okay. And that was the Gen X generation. We grew thick skin. We were like, okay, global warming, and it didn't happen. Okay, global freezing, and then it didn't happen. Oh, disease, chicken pox, measles, mumps, fucking COVID-19 just happened, and we were like, man, come on, man. And then also you got the chemtrails and the alien invasion with Roswell. There was so much shit happening all the time. And we were watching all these movies and getting trained every day, so we knew how to take care of ourselves. So if an apocalyptic event ever did happen, my God, our mindset was like, remember what happened in Mad Max? Remember what happened in Terminator? Remember what happened in Night of the Living Dead? Day of the Dead? All these movies, we were trained. We're like, okay, water, board up the house, get guns, get prepared, get canned goods. We were building bombshell units. We were building underground bunkers to get ready for all this stuff. We were well prepared. We knew how to survive an apocalyptic event. So it's not that we don't care. It's just that we have been told time and time again that something disastrous, the world is going to end. It's all coming crashing down. And we were like, okay, cool. So when this kind of stuff happens today, we're like, yeah. So it's not that we don't care, because we do care. We care about world events. We care about what's going on in the world. We care about human life, because when I was growing up, we had respect for our elders. We had protection and respect for our children. You know, we knew that. We didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have the digital age happening when I was growing up. It was given to us and we had to adapt to it. But we were more of human connection all the time. So we did care, and we still do care. It's just that when we hear about these big global events that are going to happen, we're like, okay, when it starts to happen, and we'll know, we'll see it, we'll tell you how to prepare for it. So it's not that we don't care, because we do care, but we just have been through it so many times and been told about it so many times that we grew thick skin, and we were trained with all the amazing movies, the awesome movies that came out during those times, that our mindset is like, I know how to prepare for this. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to fight. We're going to do this. So we do care. Believe me, we do care. Peace and Godspeed, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. This is not a sponsored video, and I'm going to leave some affiliate links. So if you do click on the link and you do buy something, it will give me a small commission, and it's how I support my channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll talk again soon. I'm going to put out another short very soon. And just thank you guys so much. And we'll talk again very soon. Bye-bye. I know I repeat myself a lot. I have to stop that. It's a Gen X thing. We repeat things so that you know we care. And we want you to know that we appreciate all of your support, whether it's millennials or Gen Zs. And again, thank you.